Before I start the video, I would like to give a massive shout out to my Patreons who have been supporting my channel. If you would like to check out my Patreon and receive early access to some very exciting videos coming soon, then please click the link in the description below. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nerd Den here once again, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a Reddit leak. Yeah, we haven't done one of those in a little minute, like it has been a while since we've done one of these. However, I just thought it'd be interesting to do because, yeah, they are fun to look at, obviously whether they're true or not, and obviously, you know, taking them with a pinch of salt. So yeah, with that being said, let's have a look at what this Reddit post is saying regarding the future of Doctor Who and what could be in store for us. Okay, so from r/Doctor Who News, once again, the future of the franchise. I have info on the future of the 60th anniversary, the future, and spin-offs. I work at Bad Wolf with multiple other people as sources working at Disney, Bad Wolf, and the BBC I've met on this project, as well as others. The first 60th special will be a loose adaptation of the Star Beast as a B-plot, and we got Miriam Margolyes as Beat the Meep. The A-plot focusing on Donna, the second following an standard episode type with Donna and Wilf, and the third being the finale, with the two as companions fighting the Valiard, depicted by Neil Patrick Harris. Okay, the Valiard. I mean, I'd be open for that, but I'd much prefer to see the Celestial Toymaker, and I do think that is the most likeliest. And they're going to be fighting the Valiard, supposedly, from defeating the Doctor, with a manifestation of the 15th Doctor's consciousness, internally helping with a projection of the 11th Doctor, who isn't revealed as a fake until a climax where he betrays the group. Susan Foreman and Kate Stewart will also be in the mix with Mel Bush, who will also return for episode 5 and 8 of Series 14. Okay, so Mel is apparently back for Series 14. I do believe there were rumours of that anyway, but still we move. Donna will also die to avoid the ending feeling anticlimactic by just setting her back to a status quo. Other cast members of the show include Anita Dobson as Mrs. Flood, a villain who is introduced in the Christmas special and will come back in the finale to torment Ruby. Not initially depicted as a villain, she will be revealed and appear every time Ruby returns home. The 2023 Christmas special, episode 5 and episode 8, so very interesting. Kate will appear for the first time in the first 60th special, returning for the third special, and then episodes 5, 6, 7 and 8, and joining as a temporary companion. So, would she be like what Captain Jack was for Series 1 then, I'm guessing? And then she will return for a unit spin-off with Osgood and Shirley, the latter appearing in the first 60th special, episodes 5 and 8 of Series 14 as well. So there's a lot of connective tissue from the 60th to Series 14, which is nice to see. And I should mention, with all the talk, episodes 7 and 8 is a two-parter, the first covering the Roswell incident, and the second taking them back to modern day to see the effects on the future and taking down the threat then. The regular episodes will release on Saturdays nights, likely at 7 PM. Really early to confirm that. However, it does also say that it will be broadcast simultaneously on Disney Plus worldwide. However, to avoid spoilers, they'll be using a new live feature, where it broadcasts live so you can't skip forward. The platform will also carry all current 39 seasons of Doctor Who, new animation specials with the main show, Dreamland, the Infinity Quest, the Sarah Jane Adventures, Torchwood, Class, and K9 and Company, with a selection of minisodes previously broadcast, packaged under a single show, as well as new ones. So, I would like to see all this happen. I mean, the Disney Plus feature where they do it live, I can't see them doing that. I think it will just be put on there when it releases, at the same time as it will on the BBC. I can imagine Russell putting everything under one umbrella, but I feel like it won't just be on Disney Plus where that happens. I think it will also happen on the BBC as well, which would be awesome. It will have its own hub section, similar to Marvel, with a section on where to start being the last thing to be finalised before the drop in April. So it's going to happen in April. I don't think that is going to be the case. I think it will be November. The Christmas Day slot is secured. The intention is to do annual specials on Christmas, just like they did before. The 60th specials will also be broadcast daily. Sorry. The rumour already exists, but as the 23rd to the 25th, but but it will be the 21st to the 23rd, seeing the finale with the most returns. Sorry, got a tickle there. Will be the most fitting as the actual anniversary episode. Oh, and the main series, obviously Series 14, will aim to release around April-June time, which is pretty exciting. Okay, so representation is an issue very close to Russell, and he's desperate to make a more diverse and welcome space in front of the camera and behind it. This has started to take effect in front of the camera already, with a Black Doctor being the main Doctor, the main lead, but bringing back Sean Temple, having a transgender woman of colour, with Yasmin Finney's Rose, and both Bernard Cribben's Wilf and Ruth Madeley's Shirley Ann Bingham also being there as wheelchair users. Ruby Sunday will also apparently be a bisexual woman, with the Doctor overtly asexual but romantically interested in all, and he may be a bit of a flirt. So I can imagine Russell taking representation in Doctor Who to the next level. I do think, we will probably see a more diverse range of acting talents, etc., which I think will, it will definitely, appeal to more people, and really, because that is the thing with Doctor Who. Doctor Who is good at making people, like the viewers, see themselves in other people, and I do think that's how Russell sees it. So when he does representation, he does it to represent the viewers, and I do think, it will be done really well. And I do hope that, certain details on the future are true, and it would just be nice to, have that representation there, which Doctor Who is good for. If the rights can be secured, the intention to build up in Series 15, that will be the one after, to a Rani story where she's the main villain. Other older Time Lord characters will return as well if the Rani isn't the lead villain. It will probably be Sacha Dhawan's Master, who will be in the story regardless. This will be the finale and see Millie Gibson exit her role as Ruby Sunday, while Ncuti Gatwa will not be exiting the role just yet. He's currently intending to do as long as possible, but he's a very successful man, so to avoid him getting other offers and leaving, they'll work schedules around his to allow him to do other work, hence why Block 1 filmed episodes 4 and 5, since episode 5 is Dr. Light and would allow him to shoot Sex Education for Netflix, and why his portions of the 60th weren't shot until late June, when he wrapped in Barbie, and that was the last of the 60th filming. So, okay, a little bit confusing there, I just want to break this down. So, the Rani, I would love to see return. However, there's been countless rumours over the years that the Rani would return, and I can't see that happening. I would love to see Sacha Dhawan return as the Master, but if it isn't him who's going to be the Master, then retire the Master for a bit. Seriously. I do think it is a little bit early to have Millie Gibson, to have her leaked to be leaving. And I don't think... I couldn't imagine her leaving after 2 seasons, to be honest. But then again, that's the way Russell did it with Rose, so maybe it would make a bit of sense. I don't know. But anyway, let's get back onto the core of the paragraph, where other classic villains will return in Series 15, whereas only Daleks return in Series 14, in Episode 5, working with the Albion. The Fendal, Axons, the Sensories, and even Fenric have been discussed, but only a couple will actually appear. So in Series 14, it would only be the Daleks. I mean, that would make sense. And I could imagine them working with the Albion and doing like a fake news story. I think that would suit them quite well. It would be a bit of a different Dalek story, but I guess we'll see what happens. Speaking of, a villain anthology is planned to fill the gap where the regular villains don't appear. As of now, the main villains, beside the Daleks, will be new creations or classic reboots. So this will have Weeping Angel, Silurian, Cybermental, Torrens, and all the regulars. So I'm guessing that is one of the rumoured spin-offs. Oh, and the cast aren't the only returns. In addition to Russell T Davies and the Bad Wolf crew, Mark Tonderi and Rachel Talalay and all the other crew will return. Stephen Moffat will write, with Graham Harper and others to be contracted for Series 15, including more Talalay and Moffat. I can also confirm Chris Chibnall isn't done. Okay, that would be very interesting. He will return for the unit spin-off to do a few episodes and possibly for Series 15. Pure speculation here, but could you imagine that the Time Lord finale with a writer's room of Russell T Davies, Stephen Moffat and Chris Chibnall, or them all writing what I'm talking about? That would be insane. like a pure collaboration of all the showrunners there. And then a 20th anniversary special for the revival is allegedly in the works. Shooty Gatwa and Millie Gibson, obviously, but that's not what you want to know. Sasha's master will be back before the finale here, and Kate will be back. That's all confirmed, all but confirmed, I'm guessing. It's not confirmed in any way, shape or form. But I can say some people are in the talks. Mandic Gill, Billy Piper, Peter Capaldi, Jodie Whittaker. This special is close to Russell's heart as he was the one to kickstart the revival. Whilst there's still some bad blood and no communication has yet happened, Russell wants Christopher Eccleston back as he was the one to launch the show, and he hopes to be able to do it. So, yeah, they round this up by saying 2 words, Murray Gold. Right. I've got a lot to talk about with the end of this post. Now, to me, the ending does seem very like fan fiction, and I'll be honest, I can't see them doing a lot of the stuff mentioned there. Chris Chibnall returning, I do feel like it would be too soon. I couldn't imagine him writing for the show just after finishing it, and assuming that Series 15 releases in 2025, after 3 years of not writing for the show. Nah, that I do think is too soon. Stephen Moffat, I could imagine obviously doing it, and it has been leaked by credible industry insiders that he would be back for Series 14, and I would love to see that as well. But yeah, Chris Chibnall, I couldn't imagine him doing it for Series 15. But in terms of the other stuff, a 20th anniversary special for the revival, I was hoping they would do that for the 10th back in 2015. But we got Series 9, which was good, and it did have some references to the revival. But it was a shame that we didn't get anything like in terms of like an anniversary special. But if Russell is the one to do that, then I would be very interested to see what he does. But I can't imagine. Well, then again, if the 60th anniversary is, based entirely on David Tennant and Catherine Tate and their story, imagine if the 20th anniversary of the revival has all the revival characters or more revival characters come back. It would be nice to see, but I don't know. I would like to see Sasha back as the Master though, but if they can't get him back and they want to do the Master again, just don't do it. Just retire the Master for a bit. But yeah, with that being said though, thank you very much for tuning into today's video. If you are new around here, be sure to subscribe for more nerdy content as we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, which I would love to reach by the end of the year. But I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for all the support, and goodbye for now.